Day 5, the strategy skills hiding in family game night. Welcome to Day 5. Today we're talking about family game night, something you might already do or something you've been meaning to start. I'm going to show you why games are one of the most academically powerful things you can do with kids who have ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. Games are executive function boot camp. Every single game requires working memory, remembering the rules, tracking your pieces, flexible thinking, adapting when plans change, impulse control, waiting for your turn, strategic planning, thinking ahead. For ADHD brains, games provide structure with just enough novelty to stay engaged. For dyslexic brains, games build processing speed and pattern recognition. For all brains, games teach critical life skills. Sometimes you lose, and that's okay. You try again. Rejection sensitive dysphoria, or RSD, makes losing feel catastrophic for kids with ADHD. Game night is where we teach them to sit with disappointment in a safe, loving environment. That's emotional regulation practice you can't get from a worksheet. Here's how to make game night work. Choose games strategically. Ages 4 through 6, matching games, Candyland, Shoots and Ladders. Ages 7 through 9, Uno, Connect 4, Strategy, Math, and Patterns. Ages 10 plus, Chess, Clue, and Strategy games. This provides advanced planning and deductive reasoning. Set the tone before you start. We're playing to have fun together. Someone will win, someone won't. Either way, we're going to laugh and be together. Teach through thinking aloud. I could play this card or that card. I'm going to choose this one because. Uh-oh, you just blocked me. That was a smart move. I'm stuck. I need to think about this differently. Handle losing. Acknowledge feelings. I see you're disappointed. That's okay. Losing feels bad. Model resilience. I didn't win either. Want to play again? Celebrate effort. You made such smart moves today. And on connection. That was fun to play with you. The no lecture rule. If they're melting down about losing, don't lecture about being a good sport. Just sit with them. This is hard. I'm here. Process later when they're calm. I want to pause and go on a little side quest here. So, when I met my bonus son, he was in middle school, and one of the games that my husband specifically decided to get for him was Pokemon. And the reason for that was it was a card game that involved lots of reading and something he was already interested in. And my husband felt like it would be a great opportunity to help him build a love for reading. My son loved to play Pokemon. He was very good at it. He memorized a lot of those things because he still struggled with a lot of the more difficult words. And I remember when I met him, the first thing he wanted to do was play Pokemon with me. Now, I had no idea how to play Pokemon. And it was a little hard, even for me as an adult, to sit with, I'm losing to this middle school child on this game. And I can read all the things on here. But he had practiced so much that he knew all the ins and outs and all the strategies that I couldn't comprehend, even with being able to read the cards, the rules, the directions, and have a general understanding about how to play the game. And that's the beauty of how resilient kids with ADHD and dyslexia really are. Now, my bonus son does have dyslexia, and it's taught me a lot about how to approach kids that struggle, both in my home environment with my son, but also in my teaching career. And it's changed a lot of mindsets that I previously had on how to work with kids that struggle with dyslexia and ADHD. And so those have been very powerful moments for me to really kind of sit with this and learn from this. And so when I offer some of these things that might sound like, oh, that's just that new gentle parenting, or that's not how we do things, I get it. I understand. as a teacher in the classroom when we're in a hurry, and we'll talk more about this in some upcoming videos, especially the ones on RSD or rejection sensitive dysphoria. There are times when we need a quick response and we don't have time to sit and talk through it. But family game night is usually going to be that relaxed environment where you can practice some of those gentler responses that help them build that understanding and that resilience that you need. And good parenting really is just about balancing, just like good teaching really is just about balancing. We're not going to get it right all the time, but we're going to have moments where we're going to be dysregulated and we're going to have challenges too. But setting up something like family game night gives you opportunities for the entire family to practice what you want to happen in a very relaxing manner. And what better time than when you want to make those memories during the holidays? So, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Thank you for giving me the patience to share those memories and those special moments. Imagine your child who used to rage quit every game, but you kept playing anyway. Now, picture 3 months later, they lose a game and say, "Good game, Dad." They calmly go to get a snack. No meltdown, no yelling, just moving on. That transformation from emotional dysregulation to resilience happens through repeated practice in a safe, loving environment. The game is just the vehicle, the growth is the goal. Pick one game this week. Play together. Focus on the laughs, not the lessons. Want all 12 family learning traditions? This is our special holiday gift. Get the complete 12 days of family learning adventures email series in the link in the description below. You'll get game recommendations by age, conversation starters for teaching graceful losing, and how to choose games that build the exact skills your child needs. And if you love this idea of learning through play, the Family Learning Adventure membership includes monthly game based learning activities that build skills while building memories. Each month, we give you tools to make learning feel like living because it should. I'll tell you more about that soon. Tomorrow, holiday movie watching and the comprehension skills you're building on the couch.